Melky, and this is Life in Pictures associated with Galatians 2:20. The title of our vlog today is Transformed. I'm a grandmother and just love spending time with my grandchildren. One of the things that I've done is that I have taken each one of my grandchildren out separately and had a meal or gone shopping, or just so that they have my full attention one-on-one and I have theirs. One day I took my grandson, my 6-year-old grandson, shopping, and I gave him a limit as how much money he could spend. He knew exactly what he wanted. He went and got a transformer. Was so excited. So as soon as we got home, he opened up the package, and there it was. There was this huge sheet, at least 20 illustrations and 20 explanations of how you put it together. So I started with 1 and 2. They were fine. I got to 3, and it was like, oh my goodness, I am lost. I have no idea what to do with this. He looked at me and said, oh, Grandma Kay, can't you put it together? I said, no. I said, you know what? I want you to take all of this downstairs and give it to your big brother. 2 minutes later, I hear him running up the stairs. He was so excited. Grandma Kay, look what Chris did. Chris put it all together. He went down with lots of different pieces and came up with a superhero figure. Well, he hung on to that superhero figure all day long. You know, I started thinking about that word, transformer, changing something into something else. And I was reminded of the scripture in Romans 12:2. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may prove what the will of God is, that which is good and acceptable and perfect. Now, if we were to look at a dictionary in our American dictionary, so we're transform mean to change either in external form or internal nature. But in the Greek, it really means metamorphose. Metamorphose means a complete change of form, shape, structure, or substance. And we have an example of that with a caterpillar and a butterfly. The caterpillar changes into something that does not look anything like it did to begin with. The butterfly is beautiful. I needed to look at my own life, and I ask you to do the same with yours. What does it look like? Do we have a mess? Are we mixed up mentally? Are we confused? Or we can't see the end of the tunnel? Just maybe we need to gather things and take ourselves downstairs into the basement of our hearts, our minds, our intellects, our emotions, every part of us, and come to the conclusion that we can't fix it. And so we hand it over to God and say, Father, would you fix this mess that I'm in? God doesn't want us to just change. He wants us to become new creatures. We cannot do it in our own strength. We cannot do it in our own power. We cannot do it in our own intellect. We can only allow him to do it. And he wants to metamorphosize us into the image of his Son. He never transforms us into an image where we get the attention, but into the image of his Son. 2 Corinthians 3:18 says, but we all, with unveiled faces, beholding as in a mirror the glory of the Lord, are being transformed into the same image from glory to glory, just as from the Lord, the Spirit. Now I'll tell you, this whole process takes much longer than 2 minutes, much longer. But God is faithful, and whatever he started, he will finish in us. Something to think about today, isn't it? Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.